much for having me. I'm so happy to be here today, to be able to talk to something that means a lot to me, which is advocating for people living with migraine. I just want to start by saying thank you all for being here and supporting Miles for Migraine. Your presence here truly matters. So as a headache specialist, I see every day how life-changing migraine can be. It's not just the pain, it's the vertigo symptoms, the light and sound sensitivity, the nausea, the brain fog, the visual symptoms. The list goes on, unfortunately. Many of my patients have had to completely rearrange their lives in order to live with this condition. That's why it's hard to believe that over 40 million Americans, as Katie shared earlier, live with migraine, and yet it's still under-recognized and still undertreated. So many people go years without getting the proper diagnosis or treatment, and even when they do, finding the right medications or cocktails of medications that really work can be a long process. We know that the longer migraine goes untreated, the worse it can get. And that's one reason why migraine is the second leading cause of disability in the world. So you heard that one earlier too, but blows my mind every time I hear it. But the good news is things are changing. When I started at UCI a few years ago, I was the first headache specialist they had. Now there are 3 of us headache trained providers. That growth makes me so excited. We're better able to serve our community, and it shows that the field of headache medicine is growing. Within the last decade, we've seen major breakthroughs in our understanding and treatment of migraine. Many medications that are represented here today, including medications that targeted pain molecules, we know this molecule plays a huge role in migraine attacks, and there's more things in the pipeline targeting migraine pain in different ways. So that's really exciting. Insurance coverage can still be tricky for these things, but we're starting to see real improvements there as well. Some plans are finally covering these newer treatments without all the step therapy barriers that slow down care. That progress is thanks to advocates, patients, providers, researchers, organizations like Miles for Migraine, all of you here today, who keep pushing for change and awareness. And really that's what today is about, advocacy. Everyone here today is an advocate just by showing up. We're helping to reduce the stigma, to raise awareness, and to make migraine something that people talk about instead of something that they hide. So events like this one help to fund research, spread education, and show the world that migraine deserves attention and resources. I also hope today gives you something new to take with you. Maybe you'll learn something about migraine that you can share with others, or maybe you'll just feel more connected to this amazing community. Every conversation, every step that you take today helps us to move things forward. So whether you live with migraine yourself or you're here supporting someone else, your presence means more than you know. You're part of the change that we need. So thank you again for being here, and hope everyone has an amazing race today.
Thank you, Dr.